What's good, y'all boys and girls? It's your one and only Sauce Money B, brianmbrice Gaming, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a Paul George type of MyPlayer build for your MyPlayer. So first thing you guys have to do is put your position as a shooting guard, because if you put it as small forward, you're not going to get the Paul George comparisons. You have to put it as shooting guard. So in this video, what I'm going to do is introduce you guys 3 different ways you guys can create a Paul George type of MyPlayer build. So we're going to start off with build number 1, and the way to start off build number 1 is by choosing a skill breakdown that has defense and shooting in it, because we all know Paul George is a two-way player. He can shoot his threes, he can attack the basket, he can handle the ball pretty good, and he can play good defense. But unfortunately, the playmaking is not that great, the finishing is not that great, but you have really good shooting and you have really good defense. So go with this skill breakdown to start off build number 1. I prefer that we go with the vertical and agility physical profile, because the vertical of Paul George in the actual game is a 88, and then right here you have 89, and then with a 76 you probably might not get an 88 vertical with that physical profile. And his speed in the actual game is a 79, his acceleration in the game is a 79. So with this physical profile, you're still gonna accelerate quicker than Paul George in the game, and you're gonna be faster, you're gonna have more speed, and you're gonna have more vertical by the end of this. But unfortunately, his strength in the actual game is a 65, and then right here is a 59 strength, but I think we could possibly make that go up. So guys, choose this physical profile to continue build number 1. Okay, now setting your potential. Perimeter defense all the way up to 84, lateral quickness all the way up to 80, steal we're going all the way up to 66, and then we're gonna spend the rest on the rebounding, which is 76 defensive rebounding rating, and that gives us 11 defensive / rebounding badge upgrades. Now onto the body type. You guys can go with any body shape. I'm just gonna go with solid. Alright, so now for the height. With Paul George, his official height is 6'8", but we cannot go 6'8". This is the tallest we can go, which is 6'7". There's a lot of negatives going 6'7", but this is the lowest height you can go to get that Paul George similarity, so we're going to go with 6'7". Paul George official weight is 220 pounds, and with 220 pounds, your acceleration and vertical go down, your lateral quickness also goes down, but your interior defense and your strength do go up. All right, so now for the wingspan. Paul George official wingspan is 83.25 inches, and right here 83.8 is not really the closest. It's kind of like, yeah, it's not the closest, but if we go down 1 wingspan, we're not going to get the Paul George similarity, so we're going to have to go 83.8 inches on the wingspan if you guys want to get the Paul George similarity. Now choosing your takeover, guys, you guys can personally go with the spot up shooter. I wouldn't go with shot creator because the ball handle is not good, and I wouldn't go with slasher because the slashing is not that, it's not above average. So I personally would go with spot up shooter because that's the only thing that's above average. And now it's going to show that we have built a 3-level scorer similar to Paul George, Jaylen Brown, and Shai Alexander. So I know some of you guys possibly don't think this is the best build for Paul George, and that's okay, because this is possibly like my least favorite Paul George build out of the 3, but the next 2 that I'm going to recommend is absolute fire. So here we go. Alright, so on to build number 2. Build number 2 is more focused on the offense, really. Not much of playmaking and defensive and rebounding, but more shooting and finishing. So with that one, we're going with skill breakdown number 2, which is the finishing / shooting skill breakdown. And as you guys can see, a 90 close shot, driving layup is in the mid 80s, driving dunk in the mid 80s, shooting, the 3-point shot is looking good, mid-range shot looking good, and then the playmaking and the ball handle is not that bad. It's not as bad as the ball handle from the last skill breakdown that I recommended for the last build. So we're going with this skill breakdown to start off build number 2. Like I said, we're going with the physical profile that has agility and vertical, because we want that 89 vertical. This vertical right here is nice. This is nice. A nice 89 vertical. The speed is not bad. Acceleration not bad. Keep in mind your physicals are gonna be better than the actual Paul George in the video game. So I'll recommend you guys to go with this. Plus your build has, you know, slashing in it, so why not have a nice high vertical if you have a slashing build? You know, it makes sense. So this is what we're gonna go with, this physical profile. And now on to setting your potential. Perimeter defense, we're maxing out to 75. Lateral quickness all the way up to 70. Steal all the way up to 71. And then we spend the rest of the attribute upgrades on defensive rebounding, and that's 75 defensive rebounding rating, and that gives us 6 defensive / rebounding badge upgrades. So as you guys can see, this is pretty much all, you know, pretty much all around. You're gonna be an offensive beast. Your ball handle is not too bad. The shooting is good. The driving is good. It's just that your defense is going to be average. I would say go 6'7", but you don't have to go 6'7" with this build. That's the cool thing about this build. The lowest height you can go with this build to still get the Paul George similarity is 6'6", and 6'6" looks way better than 6'7". Look at 6'7", your ball handle goes down to a 70, right? And then your physicals go down, and your 3-point shot go down, and driving layup go down, driving dunk go down. But you can go 6'6", y'all. You can go 6'6", and on top of that, you can unlock contact dunks with the 6'6". With the 6'6" build, you can unlock contact dunks. So that's what makes this build a bit better than the last build. And then your 3-point shot still looking nice. Your ball handling 74, it's still not bad. You feel me? So you're gonna be good with the 6'6" height. Now on to the weight. We're gonna go with 220 pounds once again. So your interior defense go up, but your verticals and acceleration go down, and then your strength do go up. So now for the wingspan, remember we had to go, you know, around 83.8 inches, I think, for the last build. Well, with this build, we could take that junk all the way down to 78 and still get the Paul George similarity. So now on to the takeover. We can honestly go with the shot creating takeover because the ball handling is not that bad, or you guys can go with the slashing takeover. Either way, you don't lose either way. So I think I might go with the shot creating takeover. So what we get here is shows that you have built a inside out scorer similar to Paul George. Let's not forget, guys, that Paul George can speed boost, and his ball handling in the video game is a 86 ball handle rating. So it would only make sense to get something that has a high playmaking but still has decent shooting and still decent finishing. So that skill breakdown is going to be this one, the pure playmaking skill breakdown. As you guys can see, the ball rating, the ball handling rating, the pass accuracy, post moves all the way up into the 90s. You don't really need pass accuracy like that or post moves, but the ball handle is what matters. Mid-range and 3-point shot is, you know, still good. The driving layup, driving dunk is still pretty good. So you'll be nice. Choose this skill breakdown to start off build number 3. Now for the physical profile, I understand you guys possibly want to be the fastest out there, you know, that makes sense, but I'm gonna go with this physical profile because you're gonna have 3 things that's in the 90s. So I'd rather have 3 things that's in the 90s than just, you know, 2 things. You feel me? So I'd rather choose agility and vertical. So go with this physical profile. Now on to setting your potential. Max out lateral quickness. Steal, we're going all the way up to 73 on the steal, and then we're going to use the remaining 50 attribute upgrades on the defensive rebounding rating, and that's all the way up to an 80, and that gives us 8 defensive / rebounding badge upgrades. So as you guys can see, this is an all-around build. The pass accuracy, of course, is not up there, but still, you could finish pretty good. You can shoot pretty good. You have excellent ball handling, and then you have average defense, you know, about average defense. So I personally feel like this build is a really great all-around build for your Paul George build. Once again, guys, we don't have to go 6'7". We can go 6'6". So yeah, your 3-point shot do go down 1. Your ball handle do go down by -6. Everything else, you know, yeah, everything else takes a hit. You know, everything else takes a hit. You're not going to be unlocking pro contact dunks. That was the benefit of the second build. You guys can unlock pro contact dunks, but with this one, you're not going to unlock pro contact dunks, unfortunately, you guys. So you're still going to be dunking though. So yeah, anyways, the height 6'6", your physicals still look nice. Everything else is still pretty good. Now it's for the weight, we're going to go with the original weight, which is 220 pounds. Now the wingspan, guys, we could take that all the way down once again, which is 78 inches for the wingspan, and that gives us a 77.3 and then an 82 mid-range shot, and our ball handle is a 92 ball handle. I'm not gonna lie, this right here, this build right here is a beast. It's a beast. Now for choosing your takeover, personally, you guys go with the shot creating, because now you guys have ball handling, you guys can shoot. You guys can attack the basket. You guys can do whatever you guys want. You guys can go with slasher, or you guys can go with shot creating, but I personally would go with shot creating because now the ball handling is way better. And now it shows that we have created a mid-range slasher similar to Paul George, Jaylen Brown, and Richard Hamilton. And that's pretty much it, guys. Those are the 3 builds for Paul George. And I feel like I gave out some solid builds, especially builds number 2 and number 3. Those are really great offensive builds. And now I'm going to transition into what type of badges you guys should use. Alright guys, for the badges, I would recommend Acrobat because Acrobat helps you make pretty much any layup in the game. Slithery Finisher is a really great badge to help you avoid contact when attacking the rim. And if you went with build number 2, then this badge right here is going to help you. Pro Touch is for people that has good timing layups. It gives you a boost for having a good layup timing, and stacking your badge with Pro Touch and Acrobat is gonna work wonders for you. And then Fancy Footwork is like, it's just like a must for slashers nowadays. This badge right here is really great. It helps you with your advanced layups and your dunk gathers. So having Fancy Footwork and Slithery Finisher stacked with each other is pretty good. Relentless Finisher is gonna help you dunk more, trust me. So Relentless Finisher stacked up with Contact Finisher is gonna be really good. And then plus you're gonna be 6'6" or 6'7". So I would recommend you have a Giant Slayer because there's gonna be defenders in the paint that's over 7 feet. So those are the finishing badges that I recommend. Really great finishing badges. Whatever level you guys can get these badges is definitely worth it. Difficult shots on gold is a must because if you're gonna have a high ball handling, you're gonna need difficult shots if you're gonna shoot off dribble shots, and this is gonna help your off dribble shots go in more. So make sure you guys difficult shots. I personally have that one on gold. Catch and shoot is a really good badge because you know, like sometimes you'll be wide open in the corner for 3 and your teammate's gonna pass it to you. You're gonna make sure you don't want to miss, you know. So catch and shoot is gonna help boost your chance of making that immediate after catch jump shot, you feel me? And then corner specialist is a very important badge. Corner specialist is not only for the 3s, it's also for the mid-range. So this is going to help you make your mid-range corner shots as well. So difficult shots and corner specialist with Deadeye, they stack with each other. And range extender, by the way. Range extender is not only for the 3-point shot, it's also for the far away mid-range shots. So difficult shots, corner specialist, these badges are going to help you a lot if you're that type of player that call a screen and then run around the screen and then shoot a off dribble shot in the corner. It's going to make your shots go in, trust me. And then hot zone hunter is like, you know, for me is a must. Deadeye is a really good badge. And then quick draw, of course you need quick draw. Alright, for the playmaking badges, I personally like stop and go ever since I figured out how to use it. It helps you start and stop with the ball, so it helps you basically control your player a bit. So that's what I like about stop and go. Tight handles, guys, you guys should get tight handles if you guys want to take ankles. You don't need an ankle breaker to take ankles. Unpluckable, I've been having some luck with unpluckable, you know. Lately I've been having some luck. I remember in the beginning of the game unpluckable was just trash, but it's not that bad anymore. Of course, downhill too would be a nice badge. Handles for days is a really good badge. Quick first step is a must on every build, you feel me? Quick first step is an amazing badge. And then space creator, I would have stressed space creator because if you have handles and you have a shot, This is gonna help you, get a lot of buckets. Space creator, creating space for yourself is gonna help you get a lot of buckets, trust me. Now for the defensive badges, of course, intimidator. If you guys can make intimidator on gold, I would go with intimidator on gold, because this is the best defensive badge in the game. Clamps, of course, you're gonna need the clamps for a Paul George build. Lightning reflexes, of course, you're gonna need that for a Paul George build. Interceptor and pickpocket, you're gonna need that, because Paul George is one of the best stealers in the game. Now he gets a lot of steals. It's like almost every season he averages like 2 steals per game, so that's pretty impressive. So interceptor and pickpocket is a must. So that's pretty much it for the badges. Thank you guys for everything. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate all the help, all the love and support. To those that are in quarantine right now, I hope you guys doing your push-ups, you guys working on your abs, you guys are doing something productive. I'm rooting for all of y'all. For things on the channel now, I'm gonna start doing my simulation videos again. I haven't done those in a long time, and I feel like it'll be dope to do those type of videos again. So stay tuned for that. More builds coming in the near future. Thank you guys for everything. Please like, comment, and subscribe. By the way, comment which player you guys want me to do next. Broovy Club, I'm signing out. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. If you are a fan, follow me at Broovy Archives. If you're just, a regular fan, you can follow me on my main Instagram, which is brianmbrice. And that's pretty much it, guys. Broovy Club, I'm signing out. Broovy gang. Concept and peace from a witch cover knees with a click, think that she noticed. Space in the knees and I grease and then leave, and I think that they noticed. Live for the bees on the squeeze.